you so much. You said something about serving the city, and I feel that people, we in BLN, it's all about the revival that will reform cities and nation. Quickly, there are two questions, and I also want you to pray for a set of people, because you also, I feel you carry the DNA, especially for the worship leaders we have here in our nation, and we are seeing a great music coming out from our continent, transforming the world. Now, Bethel took out close to $500,000 from their building fund to give to the police force in your city, so that they will not sack some policemen. About 9 of them at that time. What do you think informs such decisions to look at the city instead of about building the building, but taking that fund and praying and saying, I would feel that this will go a long way for the city than for that building. Not that you're not interested in building. So what's the philosophy behind all this?
I think Benson, that's a great question, and it gets back to that authenticity. I've never met a group of leaders that really authentically love their city, and from the early stages they said, hang on, how can we build this great big building here on the back of a city that's struggling and falling to pieces? We can't do this until we do this. And so they really just switched gears in that moment and felt the Lord say, let's be radical, and you know, it was funny, Benson, in that moment,
yeah.
Chris Valadin said, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to give away $500,000. Like the criticism that came at them, oh, the church is trying to do this and that, when there was none of that. It was literally, we just honestly want to help our police. We want to make our city thrive. And I tell you what, those spirits that are behind all that accusation, it's never people, they're spirits. They have been started to be chopped. Their heads have been taken off one after the other. And now the favoring that the church has in Reading has never been stronger. Like it's never been better, because we authentically want to see the best for our city. And Jesus called us to disciple nations. And we're not going to do that by having flash buildings and say, come into our building. We actually have to leave our buildings and drop heaven in a place that's not in our church building. We actually have to do a step of faith that's outside of our church building. And God's got those for every leader. Every leader, the Bible says your story was written before you were born. It's a glorious story. And he's written it down, a story of you transforming your city, you transforming your nation. And it's going to be unique to everyone. You just got to authentically look for those God